Hello, my loves. My name is Shawnee, and I'm going to be leading you through a Pilates inspired full body session today. So, first of all, we're just going to start off with a quick warm up. So, we want to make sure that our wrists are nice and warm today, as we do have quite a wrist heavy series that we have going on today. So, we're going to go into a small warm up to begin with. So, if first of all, we could just start off just on all fours, making sure that our shoulders are stacked over wrists. We're going to curl the toes underneath us. Before then, we shift those hips back into downward dog, and then we're going to drop back through onto those knees again. We're going to take those hips up nice and high through downward dog again, and then we're going to lower. We're just going to continue with this for one moment, just so we really start to warm up those shoulders, warm up those chests, and get those calves and those hamstrings involved. Really good. So trying to get those heels to touch the mat as we move through this section. Nice. You've got 3. Well done. 2. Nice. You've got your last one through here. Then just meet me up in that downward dog, just hips nice and high. Let's just pedal through those feet. So trying to make sure that we get those heels just touching the mat individually, really keeping this movement nice and fluid throughout, so we can ensure that we are really warming up those calves. Nice. You've got 3, 2, last one. Both heels joining me on the mat. We're then going to move through that pike position to come back through onto all fours, ensuring wrists and shoulders are stacked on top of each other. We're going to elongate that left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Big inhale in before we exhale. Take that arm underneath the other arm, threading the needle before then we take that arm up nice and high again. So keeping this movement nice and fluid, not staying static in any positions as we move through. So again, we can make sure that we are really warming everything up. Warming up those shoulders, warming up those chests, taking this back to all 4 before then we change onto the other side, elongating that right arm. Nice and high, swinging that underneath. Well done. And again, big inhale as we take that arm up high. Exhale as we reach underneath, hips stay high. Last one through here. Well done. Swing that arm underneath. Lovely stuff. Coming back up onto all fours, we're just going to sit back onto our heels and we're just going to rotate those wrists. Just take them one way for 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before then we take them the other way for 6. Now, hopefully you're not as cold as me. I don't know what has happened in the UK, but we're just going to turn those palms just inwards before then we rock back and forth. It is Baltic. It's absolutely freezing and in true British style. Obviously, I've got to mention it, but I cannot believe how much colder the studio is compared to what it was last week. So, I mean, if you're watching this by the time it's gone up, hopefully we're back to warmer weather, but we are in the beginnings of winter now, so doesn't look likely. Lovely stuff, my loves. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer now. Hopefully the wrists are feeling a little bit looser too. We're going to start off just by coming up onto all fours. Now, we're going to make sure that shoulders are stacked over wrists. We're actually going to drop down that left elbow towards the mat. We're then going to elongate that right leg behind us. I'm just going to move forwards on my mat just slightly. And we're just going to come into leg lifts to begin with. So we're going to ensure that our backs are nice and straight. We're going to make sure that our chest is nice and open, making sure that our back is straight. And if not, then we're just going to pull that elbow just a little bit forwards along the mat. We're going to make sure that that leg is lifting from the glute as opposed to the lower back, and also ensuring that the core remains nice and engaged. Well done. You've got 6. Now we're exhaling as that leg lifts, inhaling as that leg lowers. Well done. That's 4. Nice. 3. Well done. 2. You've got it. Your last one through here before we lay it on. Now, in true Shawnee style, we're still really keeping with that topic or the emphasis on the balance. So we're going to place that leg onto the floor. We're then going to come up, taking that arm out towards the side before then we place that elbow back down. Well done. And again, you've got 7, leg goes down. We're squaring off the hips, squaring off those shoulders before then we place it back down onto the mat. Nice. And again. Well done. So that arm is literally just coming out to the side, no higher, no lower. Keeping everything nice and square. You've got it. Looking good. Core staying nice and strong. The core is what's helping you to move, to shift your body weight from coming down from your elbow up onto all fours again. Nice. Well done. You've got 2. Nice. Keep it going. Your last one through here before then we add on again. So we're going to continue this movement that we've got going on through here. So the leg is going to lift from the glute, squaring off the hips, taking that arm out to the side. But then before we place that hand back down, we're then going to elongate that arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Okay? And again, so the leg is lifting. We're going to place that down. Take that arm out to the side. Drop that arm down before then we lift that arm. And again, well done. Lift the leg, place it back down. Arm goes out to the side. Place the arm back down. Arm lifts. Well done. Now we're going to flow this on by keeping this leg up. So the leg is coming up. We're going to take that arm out to the side. We're then going to drop that elbow down towards the mat. We're going to elongate the other arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Placing that hand back down onto the mat, we're then going to lower that leg. Well done. Leg lift. Arm towards the side. Drop down onto the elbow. Taking that arm up nice and high. Nice. Really good. Now your gaze is going to stay towards the mat the whole time. The only time your gaze changes is when you take that arm up nice and high. Well done. Really good. And again, you've got 4. Nice, girls. So still remaining super intentional with this movement. Now, as we're coming through here, my loves, really thinking about the quality of the movement still. So even if we're not getting in the amount that I'm saying, I'm not worried about that. The most important thing is that you're really thinking about the quality as you go through. Well done. You've got 2 more. Nice. Well done. You've got your last one through here. Meet me with that arm up nice and high. We're coming to pulses. You've got 10, 9 with that leg, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Placing that leg and that arm down. We're going to come back up onto all fours. Now from here, we're going to take that leg up into a leg lift, and we're going to dive forwards into that tricep press up. Well done. Taking that leg back to a starting position, we're then going to place that leg back onto the mat and we're going to come through into leg lifts again. Well done. Coming back down. Nice. And up. Well done. Now, as you come through into this tricep press up, making sure that you're really keeping those elbows nice and tight towards those ribs. You're diving forwards as opposed to leaning back into those hips. And not looking for depth through here, my love. Really looking for you just to ignite those teeny tiny muscles that are at the back of your arms as you dive forwards. Nice. You've got it. You've got 3 more. Well done. Nice, guys. 2 more. My glutes on fire. Well done. You've got your last one through here before we layer on. Now this time we're going to keep that leg up through here. We're going to dive forwards into that tricep push-up. We're going to press all the way up. We're going to step back into plank. Before then we take that front arm up nice and high towards side plank. We're then going to take that arm back down to center, lower that foot or that knee and lift that leg again. Well done, diving forwards. You got it. Coming up, stepping into plank, turning into side plank, back to plank, drop the knee, Lift that leg, really good. Well done. Nice and high with that arm, staying nice and lifted out of those sides as we come through into that side plank. You've got 3 more. Nice. Killing this, guys. That's 2. Last 1. Meet me in this side plank through here. We're going to come into pushbacks. So pushing in towards those feet. We're coming all the way up. And again, you've got 5. Keep it going. I've got cramp in my foot. That's 3. I can't count now. That's 3. Well done. You've got 2. Nice. Last 1. Stay up for me. Come through into threading the needle with that arm. You've got 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Well done. Drop those hips, come through into mermaid for me. Really good. Nice, guys. Stretching out the other way for me. We've got the other side to do. Really good. So making sure as we go through here, staying nice and intentional with the movement. As I was saying before, it's always about the quality of the movement and the intention behind it, as opposed to really thinking about trying to get the quantity in. So just being really, really mindful of that. You're doing great. Well, this time we're going to elongate that left leg behind us. We're going to drop down onto that right elbow. We're going to come into lifts to begin with. So we're going to take that leg up, leading from the glute. Well done. And again. Nice. You've got it. You've got 6. Well done. That chest is open. 5. 4. 3. You've got 2. Last 1 before we lay it on. Now I always say this, but as we come in through to the other side, I always find it's a little bit easier as we know what to expect. So staying really intentional with the movement as that leg lifts from that glute. We're going to take that arm straight out to the side, no higher, no lower, placing that arm back down. So just really starting to figure out our weight distribution through this part. And again. So becoming very aware of it before then we move into the other part. You're doing great. Coming down, staying strong in that core. Really feel that belly button being pulled in towards the spine. You're doing great. 3. Well done. You've got 2. Now I'm pretty sure this is my more wobbly side, so this will be really interesting talking and also trying to do this next part as we lay it on right now. So first of all, we're going to start by taking that leg up, placing it back down onto the mat, taking that arm out towards the side before then we drop down onto the elbow. We're then going to elongate that arm all the way up towards the ceiling, placing that hand back down, lifting the leg. Well done. Place that leg down. Arm to the side. Now just take this time through here to really find your groove. Your last 1, and then we're going to flow everything on together, keeping that leg up high. Now option through here is to take that leg down at any point as well, if you feel like you need to. Well done. So leg goes up, arm towards the side, back down onto that elbow. Place that leg down, lift the leg. Well done. Nice. You've got 4. That's 3. Square off the shoulders and the hips. Place that elbow down. Arm goes up. Well done. That's 2, my loves. You're absolutely killing this. Well done. Last one. Keeping that arm up nice and high and that leg. We're coming into pulses with that leg. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Drop the arm, drop the leg. Squaring everything up as we come back onto fours, making sure that shoulders are stacked over the wrists. We're going to lift that leg to begin with before then we dive forwards. Nice. Into that tricep push-up, placing that foot down onto the mat and coming back through into leg lift, reset, and again. Well done. Coming up, reset. Nice, girls. Keep that going. Elbows are staying nice and tight towards those ribs, not looking for depth, looking for you to really ignite those tiny muscles at the back of the arms. Well done. You've got 3. Nice. I've still got cramp in that foot. 2. So funny when something like that happens. Last one. Before then, we layer on. So we're going to take that leg up through into that leg lift. We're going to dive forwards, keeping those elbows nice and tight. We're going to come back up into that press up before then we step back into that plank and coming through into side plank. Well done. Back through to center, drop the knee. Lift the leg. You've got 5. Hips are nice and high, staying lifted out of that side in that side plank. Well done, guys. That's 3. So not talking there. Trying to give you a moment to really think about where you're placing yourselves. You've got 2. Keep showing up, guys. You're killing it. Last one. Nice. Meet me in that side plank before we come through into pushback. So pushing in towards those feet. Taking that arm towards our knees before then we push up nice and high again and again. You've got 5. Well done. 4. 3. 2. Well done. Last one. Threading the needle with that arm. Chest is staying nice and open still. We're going to come through. You've got 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Well done. Coming down and coming through into mermaid again. Oh my gosh. Really good. Coming through onto both sides. Killed it, guys. Give those wrists a rotation again. Come back through onto placing the palms in towards your body. Or those hands and just rocking back and forth, just slightly. Now we're just going to come into our final part of today's class. We're going to come into some core work. So if you can meet me first of all, just on your backs. You're going to have your feet planted onto the mat, keeping you nice and grounded. You're going to elongate those arms all the way towards the ceiling. Now, from here, you're going to take a big inhale in. And as you exhale, you're going to lift up head, chest, and shoulders. And you're going to come all the way up to seated. Now from here, you're going to round through the shoulders, round through the back to take you back to lying. Now as we get to lying through here, I want you to take a big inhale in, and as you do, just making sure that you are knitting those ribs together. You're keeping your back or your lower back connected to the mat. And as we exhale, it's going to help to drive us up. Now I'm talking you through this slowly, and I find that when you are coming through slowly, especially if you're following through, you'll find it a little bit harder. But you will find your flow as you go through. So big inhale in, knitting everything together. Exhale, keeping yourself coming all the way up. Well done. Nice. Rounding through the back, through the shoulders. And again, inhale, exhale. Really good. Rounding through. You've got 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Rounding through. Really good. Big inhale. Last one. Exhale, keep that moving. Now you're going to meet me in this top sit-up position through here. You're going to place those hands down by your side, palms are facing towards your heels. You're going to take those hips up nice and high, coming through into reverse plank, squeezing those glutes, squeezing the abdominals. Before then you lower the hips. You're going to round through the shoulders, round through the back, coming all the way back down to lying. And again, big inhale in. Exhale, we're going to move. Those hands are coming past our knees before then they come towards our hips. Hands are facing the same direction as our heels. We're going to take those hips up high, squeezing those glutes in that top position. Before then we take those bums back down towards the mat, round through the shoulders, through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae to come back to lying. Inhale, exhale. Well done, girls. You're killing it. Hips go high. Rounding through. Nice. You've got 2 more. Doing so good. Well done. Big inhale, last one, exhale. Nice. Placing those hands down by your hips again. You're going to take those hips up high. You're going to stay through here. Now we're going to swing through those hips, or swing through those hands, sorry. And then we're going to take those hips up nice and high again. Squeezing in that top position, the abdominals and the glutes. Now option through here, if we struggle to swing through the hands, is to take those hips directly towards the mat. So you're going to come down through here instead, and then come all the way back up, really squeezing those glutes. And again, really good. Nice. Keep that up. Well done. You've got 3. Hips go high. Really squeeze in. You're doing great, guys. Keep showing up. Nice. Last one through here. Yes, you can. You're going to meet me up with those hips nice and high. We're going to come through into marches, taking that right leg up into tabletop, placing it back down onto the mat, taking that left leg down. And again, you've got 5. Well done. Keep that going. 4. Nice, guys. 3. Don't drop those hips. 2. I know those wrists are killing, and those tries. You've got your last one through here. Once you place that foot back down, come into small pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, taking those hips down towards the mat. Well done. Really, really good. We're going to take those arms up nice and high to begin with. We're going to pull one elbow over towards the other side so we can really benefit from that tricep stretch. Before then we take up the other arms nice and high and we switch over. Really, really good. Oh my gosh. My tries are killing me. Quick, effective. It's all that you need, right? We're going to take those arms out nice and wide, really squeezing those shoulder blades together. Before then we wrap everything around nice and tightly, really curling and curving through that spine, through the back. And again, arms are taken out nice and wide. Rounding through the shoulders and rounding through the spine again. Let's go for 2 more. Really open up that chest, open up those shoulders, especially after all of that lovely work that we've done on all 4s today. And again. Well done. Rounding through. Perfect, guys. Really good. Now from here, just meet me on your backs really quickly, just so we can just stretch out those glutes. So meet me on your back. We're going to elongate that left leg along the floor, drawing that right knee in towards the chest. Really pulling onto the hip flexors as well, so we keep everything nice and open. We're going to take a big inhale in. As we exhale, we're going to draw that knee in a little bit closer towards our chest. Lovely stuff. Now from here, we're going to place that other leg up into tabletop. As we place the thigh that was on our chest down, we're going to place that foot across the other knee and draw that thigh then close into our chest. We can really benefit from that glute stretch. Nice. So really feel that nice pull. Big inhale through here. Exhale. Let's bring that thigh in a little bit closer. Well done. Now taking that other leg into tabletop, let's elongate that right leg along the floor this time. Let's draw that left knee in towards our chest. Well done. Taking a moment through here just to slow everything down. Big inhale in. Exhale, draw that knee in a little bit closer towards that chest. Well done. The other knee is going to meet us in tabletop. We're going to place that foot on top of that other knee, interlace the hands behind that thigh and draw that thigh in close towards our chest. Big inhale in through here. Exhale, let's just draw that thigh in a little bit closer again. Really good. Taking that leg to tabletop so it meets the other one. We're going to come into rolling like a ball for 3. You've got 3 on the last one. You're going to come and meet me in seated. Last one, well done. Guys, you absolutely killed that session. Well done. Honestly, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope that you took what you needed from it, disregarded anything that didn't serve you. I hope that your wrists are feeling all good as well, and you're feeling much stronger, especially if you've been consistent for the past 6 weeks, I think, or so now, as we've kind of transitioned and moved through this series. But thank you so much for joining me as always. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next, and I hope to see you all next week.